This is the end. This is the end, guys. I hate to say it. I hate to see it. But this is the end for Sears Roebuck Company. Yesterday was their deadline to come up with an astronomical amount of money in order to keep afloat without having to file Chapter 11 bankruptcy, but they could not come up with enough money in time in order to do that. As a result, they just got done closing 46 more stores as a result. And as of right now, they're left with about 687 stores left. Now, this Sears and Roebuck Company was like the godfather of retail for like forever. They were one of the first ones to do catalog sales. They were one of the first ones to open up franchise stores within malls and things like that. They were one of the first ones to do catalog ordering. So back in the day, before we had online, catalog ordering was huge. Now we have online sales where everyone buys stuff online. Guess who gave them that idea originally? Well, now that the internet is booming and so very popular and so easily accessible, that's the way that people are going, is to online shopping. But back in the day, when they didn't have that, catalog sales were huge. They were one of the biggest things that like led the new wave of retail and consumer therapy, if you will. That's how people spent their money. If they didn't buy it in person, they bought it through a catalog. Big reasons behind it was a lot of these small towns didn't have access to all these different stores or certain clothing or product lines or jewelry or whatever, so they had to buy it from a catalog. And they were one of the leading retailers that did that and that actually came up with that. And it's unfortunate to see what's actually transpiring right now, even though we know Black & Decker came through and offered to buy a portion of the Craftsman lineup and have some kind of contract where they would pay him X amount over so many years and what have you to take the Craftsman lineup and move it to stores like Lowe's and Ace and Hardware and all the other stores I mentioned in the previous video to this. But now they're at a point where they can't even stay afloat and support the rest of their company. So they're kind of a dying breed. I don't know if that means the end for Craftsman tools. I don't know if that's just the end of Sears Roebuck and Company, so you can, forget about, all the different types of appliances that they were selling and everything else. I'm sure those companies will reach out to other stores that do sell it, but as of right now, Sears is going down. So what's looking like is thank God they actually sold the Craftsman lineup before they had to file Chapter 11. That does give us other alternatives to the Craftsman product line that we've actually known, loved, and trusted for so many years, based on our fathers and our grandfathers and our great-grandfathers who utilized those specific tools from so long ago. Now other stores are starting to sell them, so at least the Craftsman name is going to stick around, and at least hopefully we'll see more and more of those tools get brought back over here as far as manufacturing is concerned, back to the United States. But as far as Sears Roebuck Company and the Sears stores, they're closing like mad. Like I said, they closed over 46 stores. Now they're left with like less than 1,000 stores throughout the entire United States. Who knows how much longer they're actually going to stay afloat, especially since they had to file Chapter 11. Now, we've all been there at some point in time or another where times get tough, and maybe I have had to file bankruptcy at one point in time. It's never a fun thing. It's a very difficult thing to come back from. I just don't see Sears coming back from this. Big name brand, smaller shoes. With how much online shopping is available now and how much easier it is for the consumer to actually buy products and not have to physically even leave their house if they wanted to. I just don't see Sears surviving this unless they get some kind of bailout check from the government, which I highly doubt. But it is unfortunate to see one of these, king retail stores, legendary retail stores, to watch their reign go down in flames. It's sad to see that, but it is happening. So I'll try to attach a few links to some of the things that I've found recently. I only heard about this today, So I figured I would share a video, drop a topic. Hey, if you heard about this, you know what's going on with this. From what it looks like, from what I've read, it's the end of a reign for Sears, and it's the online era is booming. So we'll see what they do, but I just don't see them turning around from this. If you disagree with me, feel free to put it down in the comments. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. Share if you want to share. Let's talk about it. Let's figure out what your thoughts are. What are your opinions? How do you feel about this? How do you think it's going to change? Is it going to have any dramatic impact on the way that we shop or purchase things? I don't think it will, but maybe you disagree. So put it down in the comments. As always, thanks for watching my channel. We'll see you guys later. Deuces.